Yo, 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 yo. So United, man. Whoa. So, what's the narrative now? So is Mourinho going to be blamed for Pogba missing a penalty? Or is he going to be blamed for Lukaku getting past the keeper and yet again messing up after dribbling past the keeper? Or is he going to be blamed for Rashford being sent off? You know, like Mourinho with Man United in the Tottenham game did nothing wrong. Mourinho was not to blame for that loss. 100%. So these are two games back-to-back where United have played well. They have played well. And you can only play as well as the players you have out there. Lukaku, for me, is not a top-tier striker. Lingard is high. Rashford is high. Rashford is tier 3. Lingard is maybe tier 3. Lukaku, he's not. So that's what we're rolling with. Pogba right now is tier 3. So you've got a lot of tier 3 stroke non-tier players in the team. So Mourinho is really working with what he has. But when you look at how United played, how they moved the ball, how they walked the overlap, there's nothing to complain about. And I think with regards to Burnley, I think that's, again, for them, they need this break. They need this 2-week international break just to get the whole Europa League qualification out of their system and just get back to basics. I think just in this game, Burnley did not do enough to really put pressure on United. And I think that they were very, very lackadaisical. They were very, very lackadaisical. And I think, because the commentators were saying there was just a lack of energy there. And I think also as well, you know, when you're the weaker team, you have to work harder. Especially without the ball, you have to work hard. And I think Burnley did not work hard enough without the ball. They didn't press United enough. They didn't make it difficult enough for United to find their passes. United just found it too easy to find men on the ball. They found it too easy to really string passes together. And I think Burnley allowed them to do that. So as well as United played, I believe that Burnley allowed them to play that well. So just look at just some of the talking points. I think really the first thing is the whole Rashford thing. Now, Bardsley is a very, very, very dangerous player. I've known this guy for some time. I think he was at Sunderland at one point. And he's a very dangerous player. The guy, he is a thug. He's a thug. The guy is 100% a thug. And hopefully the FA retrospectively looks back at that because he kicked out. Out of frustration, he kicked out. So he justifiably kicked out at Rashford. But Rashford's, it's a red card. Because by the rule of the law, you put your head towards another opponent, that is violent conduct. You know, you are trying to instigate violent conduct, and I think for that, he's got to really be sensitive. That's why Rashford didn't really complain too much. I think Rashford was just pissed off over Bardsley, and I can't really blame what Rashford did. Because any guy who calls himself a man, a guy does that to you, you must retaliate. Or you must at least attempt to retaliate. I think if it was me, I'm just hoping that I stop myself from retaliating fully. But 1000%, I'm thinking about retaliating. So just a question of like, can I just stop myself before I fully retaliate? Because dude just kicked out at me because he's pissed off that I beat him for my speed. So that's the thing right there. But I think, you know, this is definitely a case of where there are still issues within the team. There are still issues within the team. But a win is a win. A win is a win. And I think that Mourinho needs to take this break as well just to try and like say, okay, 2 games back-to-back we've played well. Tottenham were unlucky. We shouldn't have lost that game. But I just think that, you know, Lukaku is a problem. Lukaku is a problem. I'll get to Lukaku, but let's just talk about Sanchez. I think this is the best game I've seen Sanchez play for United. It's the best game that I've seen him play, right? This is the Sanchez that we know, a guy who knows when to cut in on the inside, knows how to make the cross by cutting in on the inside, as he did so well for Lukaku, was much more of a danger. On the counter-attack, he's actually controlling the ball, making the right decisions. And when Sanchez is playing like this, he is a huge asset for Man United. So, that is good, but the question is that can Sanchez be consistent doing this? Because it's all well and good doing this against Burnley. Can you do this against Man City? Can you do this against Chelsea, against Arsenal, against Liverpool, and so forth? Because those are the games that you really needed to do this against. You need to do this like 10 games in a row and so forth. But I just think because Sanchez is crucial, and I do believe that, because we were having a discussion at UEFA about this, is that do the board back Mourinho? That's the question. Do the board back him? Because 100% Mourinho wanted to get another wide attacking player. He wanted to get another defender, another wide attacking player, and another midfielder. So those are the three guys he definitely wanted to get, and perhaps even a striker. Again, once you got Perisic, everybody knew that he wanted to get Perisic. So if it's true that the board are not backing him, that's a really difficult situation to be in, because I got to see for United, they're badly in need of a wide man who can cross. A guy who is either a left winger or a right winger who can cross with their left or their right. So who can get to the byline and cross with their left, or get to the byline and cross with their right, either on the right side or the left side. That is what they need. Because again, you can't have a guy like a Sanchez keep on cutting in on the inside. And again, for Lingard as well, Lingard, yeah, he's a wide man, he's a wide forward, he's an inside forward. And same thing for Sanchez. Sanchez is not a winger. He's an attacking wide man, but really an inside forward. What United need for variation and also just to help expand the play is a guy who can cross. But I saw for Luke Shaw, he can do that. See, Luke Shaw is a guy who can actually cross and actually get the ball in. Valencia can't. And I think this is what we've been discussing on the phone at UFF. Is I think Eric Bailly and Smalling is the defensive pair. Smalling is a brick. He's a brick. He's not a very good defender, but I think a partnership of Smalling and Bailly can work far better. Smalling and Lindelof is an accident waiting to happen, and I think Burnley just didn't test them enough. Even when they went down to 10 men, they just did not test them enough. So against better teams and better players, Smalling and Lindelof is an accident waiting to happen. That is a very, very bad accident waiting to happen. Let's talk about Lukaku. And I think the thing about this is that Lukaku scored 2 goals. The stats will say I scored 2 goals, shut up. 2 goals are 2 goals. And again, those, as a striker, those are 2 taking goals. But I think the thing about Lukaku, and I think this is what me and Terry were saying, is that when it's instinctual, Lukaku is great. You look at those two goals. The ball comes in, get your head in the ball, get it on target, good power, good accuracy, boom, it's in. Second goal, right place, right time, instinct. Striker's instinct, right, understanding where the ball is, get it in the right place. That's that's Inzaghi-esque. What strikers do. But when it's about, you need composure now. It's all on your own. You now have to think about what you're doing. Time slows down. It isn't fast. It isn't quick. You now have time to really have to think and focus yourself. It's where he flops. Second game in a row, Lukaku has beaten the keeper and has not finished it off. Like, bro, I'm sorry, you get past the keeper. You have to get past the keeper in a way where you're still having control of the ball. You know the distance in which you get past the keeper so you don't overrun it, and you put the ball in. The chance when he had it against Burnley where he beat the keeper, that should go around the keeper and that should just go in. That should simply go in. So, Lukaku as United's main striker, United are not winning the Premier League. There is a 0% chance of United winning the Premier League with Lukaku as their main striker. That's why I said, yes, he scored two goals. But Martial is the better option. Martial is simply the better option. But you have an issue which Mourinho and Martial have fallen out. That Martial is not going to see the pitch because they're fallen out. But Martial is the better player. He simply is the better player. And I think with Pogba, it was definitely a better game. But my thing with Pogba still stands. Burnley just did not expose the problem, but the better team will, which is that for Pogba, he can't be the central midfielder that you need. United were lucky that Fellaini was allowed to be in there. They didn't really need to control the game. Burnley didn't really press them. So Fellaini, being a midfielder destroyer in there, worked fine because Fellaini played it simple, played it fine. It didn't have to really control the game because Burnley didn't really force him or really press him enough. So he could really play the easy balls. So again, the Pogba midfield issue that United have just wasn't really fully exposed. But the thing with this whole thing is the United narrative. I just want to know, comment below. Is Mourinho to be blamed for Lukaku missing an open goal? Is Mourinho to be blamed for Pogba missing our penalty? Is Mourinho to be blamed for Rashford getting sent off? Is Mourinho to be blamed for Lindelof being a brick of a defender? Is Mourinho to be blamed for United not taking their chances against Tottenham in the last game? Because as a manager, your job is, I create a situation in which my team can create chances. That's it. I'm not a footballer. I can't go on the pitch and make them put the ball in the net. For players, that's on you. My job as a manager is I create a situation where you can create chances. Now, if you're not creating chances or opportunities, that's on me. That's my fault of a manager. If tactically you're not getting into positions where you're finding space and creating opportunities, that's on me. Because my job is that, how do I organize this team as a whole? Because I'm the blueprint. How do I build this blueprint and organize the team as a whole in which we can create chances? But you've got to take your chances. And the players have to take the blame of not taking their chances. Lukaku, one of the biggest culprits. Others as well, but Lukaku, one of the biggest culprits. So, that is what it is, man. So, Mourinho is doing what he can. I still do not think it's a good fit, but I'm sorry. I just want to know what United fans are saying. Any United fan coming out and still saying Mourinho out, Mourinho is to blame. I can say Mourinho out if he's not backed by the board and he's a bad fit, but Mourinho out based off bad performances and the guy's not playing well, you're brainless. You are brainless if you say that. It's as simple as that. Thank you for watching this video. Think about pledging and become a Half of Football Hot patron. Pledge an amount each month and gain access to exclusive videos from your boy, the Football Hot, for more analysis. Peace.